Hi everyone, my name is Alexei, I'm a CEO of Zingaya, and I would like to tell you a little bit how we started working on our solutions. It was in 2007, and nobody heard about WebRTC, and we were working in some company doing voice over IP solutions for enterprises like IP PBX, IP contact centers, and this time you could only download and install some soft phone application, and you needed to spend a lot of time to make it work actually. So you needed to care about things like NAT traversals, usernames, passwords, and everything. And for usual people, it was just too complicated. So at some point we decided how we can make it simple like the web, when you just entering address in the address bar and you can use the internet browser without any problem. In those times, we had only one option. It was Adobe Flash, which was installed on 99% of PCs. And I'm sure a lot of people in this audience actually familiar with problems which were rather significant with Flash those times. It supported only TCP transport. It had no echo cancellation built in. It had no automatic gain control, so quality was quite horrible. And we spent a lot of time trying to figure out how we can make it simple and offer a reasonable quality for customers using web browsers. And somewhere in 2011, it became possible with Flash after a lot of feature requests that were actually completed by a development team from Adobe. But then WebRTC appeared on horizon, and it was really exciting to see that what we were thinking about this technology 5 years ago actually appeared, and it became available for JavaScript developers, for web developers, and you don't need to be a voice over IP expert or professional to build some really interesting solution. And it's a huge shift. And our main service, it was always related to customer service and sales. So it's a one-click call from a browser to customer service. And we really depend on what technology we have in browser without any download installation required. And available for end user to make a call. Right now we can do a WebRTC call with one click from a browser, and we can all see that.
Thank you for calling Google.
So we can call Google with one click, and
it
just works. So you don't need to spend time on setting up everything. You can just make it in 1 second, and wherever you are, you can contact customer service. And with toll-free number, it works locally, while web-based calling, it's available wherever you are. You just need the internet connection and your internet browser. So, for example, we have a partner, gethuman.com. They got the fastest way to contact customer service, and they're already using our widget for the users, so we can just open a company you're interested in, like AT&T, and make a call right from a browser and use WebRTC, for example, in Chrome to call any company when support is required.
Welcome to AT&T customer service. For quality assurance, your call may be monitored or recorded.
Yeah, so it looks simple, right? But it's simple now, and it wasn't that simple 5 years ago. And I want to say thanks to all WebRTC working group and all people who is involved in this new technology development, because it really changed everything for telco world, for internet world, for usual customers like we are, when we need to contact customer service or sales department to solve our problem. And for now, we see that it's like 3 to 5 or 3 to 10% of all calls running through such function if it's being put near the 1-800 number on a website of some company. But I'm sure that in 2 or 3 years, it will be something like, let's say, 30 or 50%. So people will become familiar with the technology, and they will use it instead the standard phone call, especially if we keep in mind that on iPad, or some other tablet, there is no phone function built in, right? And if you are looking at some e-commerce website, you would like to make a call to ask a question, you need to go and get your cell phone and make a call to 1-800 number. With WebRTC, we will be able to do it from tablet without any download installation, with just one tap on the screen. So another good thing about web-based calling is that you actually can collect information which is in web browser itself, in browser session. So you can combine this information with the call, and you can pass this information together with the call to company to let customer service know who actually calls them from browser, or from which page he calls you, or you can forward the call directly to some focus group or to some person without asking him to listen to music on hold for, let's say, 15 minutes, or traverse through the IVR menu. We all know this: press 1 to do that, press 2 to do that. With WebRTC, you can do that with just one click. You will be forwarded to the right person. It will save your time, and it will save time of the customer service department or salespeople. And we will be able to get all information we have in a browser session about this customer who calling you. And if you got some, let's say, SIP infrastructure in place, we can pass this call in a SIP header or in caller ID, and contact center will pass this information to CRM, working seat, and to operator. So what we learned that people who actually calling using this function, for them, e-commerces have conversion rates which are much higher than average online conversion rates. And with integration, for example, with Google Analytics, you can measure this, and you can show this to your customers, and they can just see real numbers. So they got one number when they have not for website without that function, and absolutely they can check another number when they have this function enabled. So you are not selling air, you are selling something real. They can check in their analytics interface, and they don't even to go to your interface. They can check it in their Google Analytics, for example. And of course, voice is very important and still used in, I would say, 80% of cases, but we can try to do video calling too, to customer service, and some enterprises are really interested in that. I would say that we think that video itself, it's not that important. We need to understand what application we need to expand the user experience, to help users communicate better. We can pass additional information using data channel, for example, do screen sharing things. It will become available, I would say, in 1 year or 2 years, but it's really important that a lot of people from WebRTC working group thinking about that right now, and we can discuss it and try to understand use cases which are really important. Oops, sorry. So it's a WebRTC to SIP video call, and I'm acting like some customer service representative. So I could show some, I don't know, good to my customer using video. I could provide some additional visual information, for example, and it's really important when we have use cases. So I think that we will understand how we can use video for real business applications in the nearest future, not just for consumer-to-consumer calls. It's already there. We all use Skype to make calls to our relatives. But for businesses, it's also important. But it's not just showing the face of operator, right? We can pass some additional information using this channel, and we can try to share the screen, try to send something else. And I'm really excited to see this new functionality on tablets, because for now we have mobile phone, and there is a tap-to-call feature when you can call to 1-800 number. We got desktop with WebRTC Flash and everything, and it already works inside the web browser, but on tablets we do not have anything yet. except for Skype, but it's third-party app. It doesn't work all the time. So let's hope we will see the WebRTC available on tablets in the nearest future.